Greetings, fellow astroneers. This is just a quick fun creation idea that might actually be useful in practical terms. I have built some while ago a sky bridge using my rover to just pile up and up and up and up until, as you see, I'm well above the surface of Silver, and I can see is that De Solo? And all the other planets swimming around the sky. And I came up here to test a couple of things. If you have problems lighting, sometimes it's really dark, especially places like Atrox. The sun, when it goes down, it's really dark, and you want a bit more lighting around your base. These tall platforms, I never used to use them, but actually they're very handy if you just want a bit of extra ambient light. It only takes one piece of ceramic to build a tall platform. You do need a small printer, it won't print on your backpack, but one piece of ceramic and you've got yourself a nice tall platform. And the primary function of these appears to be for the purpose of putting lights on. You can put floodlights like this one, or this one has work lights. And of course you'll find floodlights and work lights on backpacks from abandoned astroneers all over the place, especially on Silver, but all the planets have them. So you don't need to make these things, you'll find them. You'll see the light that just went on. I'm well above the cloud layer here, so theoretically I'm outside the atmosphere. I'm well up into space, and yet we still occasionally have wind. So it doesn't seem to me that there is an ideal altitude to catch the wind. It's going to blow if you're within the area, say the sphere area of a particular planet. You're subject to whatever wind number, wind factor that planet was built with. So Silver's just a 1-to-1 ratio on wind. It's normally windy, and you'll see that those lights are going on and off, powered when the wind blows. This other one, I've got some floodlights, and they're powered by a little solar panel that I stuck on the top here. Now, I was wondering if it might power for longer, and I haven't actually tested that, and I just need to check the numbers. But I did see the sun well up in the sky before these lights came on, and I think the problem is it has to be above the level of the solar panel's visual perspective. I could put a solar panel pointing towards the sun, and then it would be more effective, or maybe if I put one down here on the ground. But there's a better way of lighting these things. This was just to test a bit of fun. You don't need a solar panel, you don't need wind. What you need is a power cell, and I have shown this in some of my longer videos, but this is just a quick one. If you take a power cell, I'll take that solar panel away, if it'll let me, there we go. And a power cell will power all your lights. But because lights don't actually draw any power, that will last forever. So I don't ever need to worry about that light coming off. It's going to last forever. That power cell is going to do the job. I haven't got a second power cell to test on this wind one, but that's how it works. The power cell contains power. A power source is all you need, and now we have lighting. I tend to prefer work lights to the floodlights. The floodlights, even here, as you can see, they're not giving an equal lighting around the area. There's patches of lighter and darker, but you're going to find a lot of them around, so you might as well use them if that's what you have. These work lights, when they work, give a better overall lighting effect, to my mind. Quick note here, you'll see this particular platform is hanging underneath the my sky bridge, and it doesn't matter whether you lock it or don't lock it, it will stay there, right? You can put these things, and indeed any kind of platform, on any surface, vertical, horizontal, upside down, it doesn't matter. They will stay there. I'll lock it back in place anyway, but they will stay there. That's what platforms do. I think, I don't know if these are like gravity feet or something, but they'll stick to whatever the local surface is. And that is very useful for doing things like mining. Because you can put things on the walls. You can also put platforms on a wall to form a staircase, say, if you want to do that. So here I am, above the atmosphere, and yet getting wind on occasion. And my base is down over there. What I'm going to show you now, I think this is kind of fun, is a quick skydive. Whoa! I'm going to sky it down one base. Now, did you hear the wind? I think that's an amazing... They put a wind sound in, even when you're just dropping down towards a planet. Why would you even do that? Like, I wonder how many players have built a bridge up to the sky and then jumped off it, but it's there anyway. The wind is there. Something I forgot to show you is that the backpack jetpacks, whether it's a jetpack or a solid fuel thruster, do not work above the clouds. And I guess the logic there is you are actually outside the atmosphere, and these things need oxygen to function, and there's not enough oxygen up there. They just shut off. So if I had started to try and use my jetpack right at the beginning there, it wouldn't have worked. I forgot to show you, but you'll have to take my word on that one. And I'm not sure that the top of the sky bridge that we see up there is actually where my lights are. I think we've reached the point where it's so far away that it doesn't fill in for my settings, and I've got it set at ultra maximum for everything I can do on this PC. So I can't actually see my lights from up there. I would like to have been able to see them and kind of have some more stars in the sky that I created. Probably if I brought them a bit lower, maybe just above the clouds or something, I might be able to see them, and I might try that later on. While I'm here, I'm just going to quickly show you. I've been mining astronium on this save for quite a while now, and as you'll see, I've got 6 full canisters of astronium. 400, 400, 400. So that's 2,400 astronium. I've got another canister filling up here. It's on its way, and that is being filled by my train down here. And of course for astronium we have to go right down to the core level, the lowest level usually that you can be at. Down far underground to Goblin Town we go. That's my beacon to tell me this is the end of the rail of the slide down. And of course gravity down here is very, very weak. And here's my arrangement for collecting the astronium. So what you'll see is I've got a can here, very nearly full. A couple have passed over. I could put a second can on, but one gets the job done. There's a second can here. Oh, one more just picked up there. And quite a lot. I just moved this, so this is working away. There's quite a lot of astronium here. It gets picked off by that first arm, put into this can or onto this platform. A second arm will pick it off that can or platform and put it into this can, and when that can is full, and we're almost there, this storage sensor will say, right, we're full, let's go, and it'll send coal back up to the top where it will unload and then send down. While he's on his way up and on his way down, the can at the top here will continue to fill. So we've got a kind of reserve for Astronium. If something goes wrong with the train, we don't lose production. It's still producing. I'm actually powering this with a couple of RTGs down here in the mines, but I could have done it with RTGs at the other end of the rails, because of course the rails carry power. So I didn't really need these here. On the other hand, if I didn't have them here, I have a suspicion I'd have Astronium piling up on the platform, which I didn't really need. Let's just watch. I think we've got one more to go. One more piece of Astronium. I have seen a video where you can kind of overclock. They call it the extractor, the auto extractor, and it will work faster. I haven't bothered with that. I'm not in any super duper rush. As you see, I've got more Astronium than I'll ever know what to do with. So I haven't worried about I need more Astronium quicker. It doesn't reduce the amount of Astronium you get, it just gets it for you quicker. But as you'll see, there's still plenty of Astronium up here to be mined. And it doesn't matter that it's on the walls or the ceiling. Your platforms will stay there. Right, off goes coal. And I don't think I can keep up to him. So the mine's going to keep working, filling up that canister on the platform. The storage sensor, sent off coal. He's off on the rails. And this is one of the things I love about the Rails update. It made all this automating much easier. There's some some ammonium there that I could mine as well, because that tends to get used quite a lot. It's a long way, especially when you're going up. Yeah, I could have driven that train. I could have sat on the train and had a free ride back up again if I'd thought about it. Okay, here we are back at the top, and we are unloading into the large resource canister. We had, I think, 61 in there before we started, so it wasn't empty. I'm going to hop on coal, and when the canister's emptied, we'll take it right down. I've got another large canister here ready if that one fills up, but I can do a switch out. Off we go. So that's the auto miner. I'm not doing anything. Once you've got it set up, it will mine away. Now, if you pause your game or start your game, sometimes you'll catch your rail car part way up or part way down, and that might mess up your mining. So what I would suggest is, if you're desperately mining Astronium for a need, call it back to the base, send it back down again, just to reset the system. Otherwise you might find that you're not actually mining, or your mining has stopped because you haven't got a canister on the car running up and down the rails. So just a few fun things for you there. Hope that was useful and interesting, and I'll see you another time. Thanks for watching.